What's going on, guys? My name is Hector Mercado, and in today's video I'm going to be going over some tips and advice to help you on your weight loss journey. I'm going to try to get back into the routine of this series because I feel that this series is very important to me and important to you guys. So far I've helped a couple people lose some weight. It's been pretty fucking cool hearing that you guys are really pushing yourselves to lose weight. As always, remember, I am not a personal trainer. I am just someone who used to be over 300 pounds, went through a life-changing experience to better himself because I do not want to die at the fucking age of 30 due to a fucking heart attack. So yeah, take whatever I have to say and just, use it to your abilities. And remember, I'm not a professional, but I am someone who did lose the weight, so I feel that what I have to say does hold some ground. If you have not already checked out my last video, be sure to check out my last video. I basically show off my brand new PC while trolling my subscribers because every once in a while, I like to troll my subscribers because a lot of you guys take YouTube way too seriously. So as far as tips are concerned, I've been getting a lot of questions on Facebook, and a lot of people have asked me good questions, a lot of the same questions I was asking other people. As far as who to ask for weight loss advice and tips, I like to ask older people. I go to the gym, right, and there's this old man, and his man has to be, he's in his late 60s, and he takes a 40, he goes on a bench, the flat bench, and he puts up 145 on each side. Now granted, he's 65, and he looks fragile, he's real small and skinny, and my man does this. He takes a 45 on each side and benches 1, 2, 3. He does 25 fucking reps. Do you not understand that 25 slow count reps, 145 on each side, that will start to get heavy after a while. And he does it with perfect form. I said, sir, teach me. What did you do when you were younger to maintain all this strength at your age? And he told me the basics, stick to the old school, none of this fucking protein shake, all this blah, 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 blah. Stick with the free weights, stick with home workouts. And he's absolutely right. I ask people like that. I always go up to somebody. I don't go to juice heads because, granted, a lot of people think that, okay, let me think out the way. Steroids don't do all the work for you. People who think that people who take steroids and know nothing about working out, that's actually a lie. The steroids don't give you muscles. The steroids assist you in getting the muscles. You still got to work out to get muscles. So a juice head might know, a couple thing or two. But I'd rather go to a person with a natural physique. I'm talking about a natural physique. And ask them, sir, what did you do to get like this? What did you do? I want to know what you did. And what I like to do is I like to ask a bunch of people's different opinions and accumulate and get knowledge. And what I do is I write down a piece of paper what I want to do. Let's say this guy tells me he does push-ups like this. This guy tells me he does push-ups like that or this or that. I fucking work with everything. I do everything one day, and if I'm comfortable with it, I will continue doing it. If I like the results I'm getting with these workouts, I continue doing so. Remember something. There is no perfect workout. There is no perfect routine. That's why when you go on YouTube and you look up chest workout, you get a million fucking videos because other people got a different opinion on what works for, and what doesn't. Remember the golden rule. What actually works is what works for you. That's the golden rule. That's what I live by. If it works for you, it works. Me, when I work on my chest, I love to bench. I do flat, incline, decline. And then I do the cables, and I mix it with some push-ups. And now, because, at my workplace, I got an older man tell me, back in his day, when he was my age, he used to take 250s and do, on an incline, this shit. So I say, let me give it a shot. If I really like that, I'm going to add it to my routine. And that's how I go about putting together a work routine. Another thing, whoa, fuck's on now. When you finally got a routine down, stick with it for 2 to 3 months and change it up. You ever heard of the P90X? The P90X is all about muscle confusion. And you can do it yourself. I'm going to leave in the video description a couple links to some videos I like to utilize when I don't go to the gym. And I will utilize these videos for the next month or two. After 2-3 months, I'm going to switch it up and go to different videos. Because you don't want to get your muscles used to something. When you are struggling to work out and you're sweating like a motherfucker, you're working. Hypothetically, let me give you an example. I can knock out 50 standard push-ups at any given time. That's technically not working anymore. My chest, my arms are not being challenged. So then I started switching it up. I started doing military push-ups. I started doing these fucking sideways push-ups. I started doing diamond push-ups. All of a sudden, it became hard again. Now my body's being challenged once more. That's how you know you're getting strong. When you do a certain exercise, and then it starts getting easier and easier and easier, you're getting results, and it's time to switch it up. Never stick with the same routine more than 2-3 months. Remember that. Ask older people for advice, because back in the day, it was all about the free weights and shit. And once you get down, remember what works for you is what's the actual key to gaining, losing weight and gaining muscle. And never stick with the same routine for 1 or 2, 3 months. There's nothing wrong with going on YouTube and looking up videos on how to do legs, chest, and back, but don't utilize the same videos for more than 2 or 3 months. Switch it up. Go on this guy's channel. Why is this guy ripped here and this guy isn't ripped there? And just learn. Nothing wrong with learn. Nothing wrong with jotting shit down. Another thing, a lot of people ask me, what is the difference between free weights and machines? And that's actually fairly simple. If you want to get strength, you want to work on form, you want to work on just strength and form, fuck with free weights. Because when you work on a machine, let's say hypothetically you're on a machine, right? And it's just 2 bars connected together on the bottom. And it allows you to do a preacher curl. Right? This is a preacher curl. Really good for the forearm, the biceps. Good shit. I love fucking with preacher curls. If you want a machine that helps you, in a sense, do a preacher curl, it's more or less for repetition and definition and getting that tight appearance. Because it's a machine and it's locked in place, your form will always be perfect. Therefore, you will not necessarily struggle. So it just becomes a test of just getting, get that tight appearance. I'm not looking for that. I can care less about looking tight. I want to know that I can whoop a motherfucker's ass if the time comes. All right? I'm not a violent person. I won't be able to defend myself. So I mess with free weights. Because now, do a preacher curl with 2 dumbbells. It's going to look like this. Each hand might go further than the other. Now, both your hands are doing work. See, what it is with the machine is because the bars are sticking your hands together, you don't even know it. Maybe your strong hand's doing all the work. The hand you jerk off with the most, my right hand, it's doing all the work compared to my left hand. I'm lifting that machine up. As with the free weights, each hand is doing work. So that's what I tell people all the time. It's simple. You can do both. You're going to get results with both. But from a more experienced standpoint, free weights for strength, machines for tone and definition. Pretty simple. But yes, you will get results with both. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm not saying don't do that. That's the way it's generally looked at as. Free weights, strength and form, and then fucking the machines, tone and definition. Also, people ask me, skilled, this guy does this, and this guy does that, or what can I do, or my friends say this. Stop listening to your friends. I had one guy tell me he's 6 fucking feet, right? He is 6'3", 220. His fence number is overweight. And he's asking me, I'm like, overweight? You're technically underweight. Are you shitting me? You're 220 and you're 6'3"? No, ripped you can be. People need to accept something. Everyone has a different physique. Like me, I'm born with a big bone structure, right? Even though I lost a lot of weight, I still have a big appearance. So I went to a health therapist. I want to know what their opinion was. They said, Hector, we don't suggest you go under 200 pounds because you have a naturally big bone structure. You're literally, you were born to be a big person. I was like, sweet. I've been big my entire life. And for you to tell me that I'm meant to be big, that's cool because now I can utilize what weight I have left and, build up that strength, big arms and shit. Now, don't let some juice head or one of your friends who just happens to be ripped because he's skinny as shit tell you what's what. Everyone has different bone structure. It's up to you to learn your bone structure. You see, 2 people can be 5'10", but one person's thin as shit and one person's wide. So why would a person that's wide want to be skinny as fuck? Sometimes you're just born to be muscular. Some people are just born to be skinny. Some people are born to have a high metabolism. Some people have a low metabolism. It's up to you to learn your body and figure it out and just gather information. Look up, you have the internet, Google. You have health therapists. These people can tell you these things. Not everyone's the same. Just because 2 people are fucking Puerto Rican and they're both 5'10", doesn't mean they're going to be exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 5'10", and currently 220. I went from 300 plus to 200, and I gained 20 pounds of pure muscle. My health therapist told me, listen, man, you ain't supposed to be skinny. Like if you try to get skinny, you're going to look like you're sick. You're meant to be big. You're meant to have that buff asshole appearance. I'm like, sweet. So fuck it. Remember, don't always take the advice. It's good to take advice, but know where you're getting it from. When it comes to taking advice, don't take it from some dude on the fucking track team who looks like a fucking twig. Some people just naturally look like that. Take it from someone who has an old school appearance. So, that's what I gotta say for now with this video. I'm trying to make this video shorter and shorter. I don't make them like big, long as shit. I'm gonna try to do. I'm trying to get back into the routine, maybe one a week, maybe more. If you have any questions, don't ask me in the fucking comment section because I tend to not check that at all. Really, go to Facebook.com/AskTheSnake87 or Twitter.com/AskTheSnake87 and ask me on my Facebook. Just comment right on my wall. Ask me anything you want. I love general questions. You know, I love questions that I have because people ask me the same questions that I was asking other people. You know, don't be afraid to ask. Don't think that there's no such thing as a dumb question. A dumb question is a question that's not asked. So, you know, that's all I got to say for this video. As always, my name is Hector Mercado. If you want to add me on Steam, Hector_Mercado or AskTheSnake87, look it up. I'm playing the PC games as always and shit. And catch you guys next video. Peace.